Today I strap back on the skis and head to Alta Ski Resort to do some skiing and birding at the same time. Come with me and see what alpine birds I can come across on this little adventure. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am again birding and skiing. I'm here at Alta with some fresh snow today. There was definitely a powder panic. I got here at about 1:30, so I only have 2.5 hours to bird, and it might be a little bit of a challenge for me to remember where they keep the feeders. They might not even be up because it's snowing. There was not one up at the top of the Collins lift, and there usually is, so I'm hoping the ones tucked away in the trees are still up, because those are hot spots for birds and some really cool species at that. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. Let's get on the skis and get out there. All right, I'm over to the eastern part of the resort, and I know there is usually a feeder off of the Mambo Run. I think it's called Weddell's feeder, something like that. Wendell's feeder, actually. It's tucked away in the trees off the side of the run. I came here last April and found it with a group, so let's see if I can do it on my own. Oh, this is nice snow. We're gonna get some good skiing today on top of what we were on top of the birding. The goal today is yet again 5 species, which is usually easy at Alta. It might be more difficult though with the snow, but Alta is known for having populations of Rosy finch. If I don't see him here at the resort, I hopefully can stop at the town of Alta feeders on my way out and pick up some species. But I've seen red-breasted nuthatch here, pine grosbeak are reported. You could maybe get red crossbill. I saw a Clark's nutcracker and a raven on the drive up, but those don't count yet because they're not part of the video and they weren't in Alta. And then it would be lovely to see a stellar shay too. So a lot of potential for species, but can't seem to find these dang feeders. Unless they switch the spots of the feeders every year, that would be sad because I would be looking for a spot that doesn't exist. But at least I'm getting good skiing. I wish both the skiing and the birding was good, but I guess I'll take at least one of them being good. But hey, maybe we'll find the spot where all the birds are here. I believe, right guys? Due to all the snow coming up at the higher elevations, I decided to move toward an area where I knew I could find a feeder and start to check some of the lower mountain, because I figured that would give me a better chance of finding birds with the limited time I had remaining. Well y'all, I managed to find one feeder. You're good to come through if you want.
What are you filming?
Birds. There's a feeder back here.
There's a what?
A bird feeder.
Oh.
Should we smile for the camera?
No, you're good.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow.
This feeder is so active right now. It's really all chickadees and one red-breasted nuthatch. I'm hoping some Rosy finches or something else will show up. But man, these chickadees are just feasting right now. Oh, there he goes, on the feeder. There's got to be something like 25 mountain chickadees here. There still is a few right behind me. Man, this feeder really brings them in. They are all around the trees. They'll come in, grab a seed, fly back to their perch to peck away at it. I hear tapping. I'm not sure if it's a chickadee smacking against something or if it's actually a woodpecker. That would be cool. That'd bring us up to 3 species. But man, this is so cool. I'm gonna have to pull myself away here soon though, because we gotta hit a few other areas in hopes of finding some more species. Where did that nuthatch go? And while the mountain chickadees were definitely hogging the feeder, the red-breasted nuthatch was picking up the scraps down below off the snow. It was really fun to watch this small, tiny bird that I don't get to see very often look through all the seeds and find some to its liking. Chickadee. Everything's all zipped and packed back up. The red-breasted nuthatch is there now, of course, as I'm leaving. But no Grosbeak or Rosy finch. So we still have some more species to find. Oh, let's see if I can get back on my skis. 'Cause I'm gonna sink. All right, onwards, I suppose. So this area is technically outside of the ski boundary. It's called, I think, just Summer Road. I'm not too sure. It goes past a bunch of houses up here. So no ski patrol up here should you get hurt. But there are sometimes good feeders and birds. So I'm hoping I can pick up my Rosy finches for the year. There's a feeder right there. Looks quite dead and maybe empty though. Last year I saw some juncos at this feeder and there's a Cassin's finch up somewhere over there. Not seeming like I'm having that kind of luck today, but sometimes that's how birding is. Conditions certainly don't help either. I bet birds might be hunkering down a little bit more in the snow. I just saw a big bird fly down that way. I didn't see where it went or what it was, but we got it. Oh, there it goes. Stellar's Jay. All right, where did you go? I need that Stellar's Jay on camera. I swear if I lose this bird. Well, I can still count it on my checklist. I just love to get a video for you all. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, Potterate muskie. Oh, duh. Well, after that little embarrassing but funny moment, I put my skis back on and I started to head down the hill because the time the lifts was closed was quickly approaching. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to find any more birds on the mountain here, but I still had one more spot to check ahead. I got good news and bad news. Bad news first, the feeders are dead. There is some seed in them, but it's pretty covered in snow and they're just frozen. I cleared off a little bit of the snow. I didn't want to tamper with it too much though, because that's really the city's property. So good news is I do hear birds. I think they're chickadees, but we might stop and try and film some of them. I know one of them's definitely a chickadee because it just screamed. Oh yeah, it's right in front of me. Right on the tree. I was really hoping to see the flocks of Rosy finches that are usually at this feeder, so that's a real big bummer. Well, another failure on getting 5 species, unfortunately. However, I did get my first of the year red-breasted nuthatch and my first of the year Stellar's jay. So that was pretty cool and a good win. And I got some good views of some birds and some really nice skiing in. So still hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to hit that 5 species target at one of these resorts one of these days. I'm definitely going to come back to Alta on a clear day where it's sunny out and it's easy to spot things. And I think I can do it then. Regardless, still a great time to be outside, be in nature. Thank you as always for watching my videos. I'll see you in the next one, and happy birding.